G'day folks, it's Cortezarino. Today I'm going to show you how to build this really nice organically shaped Zen garden. Now I've built this in a little 16 by 16 area, so it's a chunk build, but the idea is if you're building a Japanese village you can just plonk this down wherever you like for a little bit of decoration. We are going to do a block by block tutorial, so you don't have to do any thinking at all, you can just place it down in your world. So I'm going to build this with a little border around my 16 by 16 area, just so it's a bit easier for you to see where everything goes. And obviously you don't have to build this inside of a chunk, but it might be easier if you want to do that, so you can press F3 and G together to bring up your chunk borders, and that'll give you a nice little outline while you build. So first of all, we're going to put our path in. So we're going to come down to the bottom right hand corner. We're going to skip a block, place an andesite wall, then skip 3 blocks, place another wall, and up the far end what we're going to do is skip 2 blocks, then place a wall, then skip 3, and place another wall. Okay, now we're going to build these little red archways, which I stole from my buddy Blue Nerd. Don't know if he stole it from anywhere. So we're going to start with some acacia fences. We're going to place 3 on top of each wall, and then we're going to come in 1 fence toward the center and place an acacia fence in the middle. Now grabbing acacia trapdoors, looking from the outside, we're going to place 1 on the side there and spin around, do the same right here. Now in the middle we're going to place 1 from that direction, and from the other direction we're going to place the other 2 just like that, and repeat that on the other one over there. Okay, now we're going to put our path in, and I will have to keep stopping and looking back over there so I can remember it. So we'll begin with our shovel, and right here we're going to put in 2 path blocks and then replace that bit of grass with coarse dirt. Then next to that we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then replace the grass with cobble. And then here we're going to go 1, skip a block, 1, 2, 3, and then replace that grass with some coarse dirt. Okay, now we're going to do 6 path blocks all in a row, starting right there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then coarse dirt and 2 more path blocks. Now come back to here, I'm going to place a cobblestone slab right there, but you can see the grass underneath, so we're going to knock that out, place another cobble slab right there. Then we're going to grab an andesite slab, knock out that block and place it in the ground there. 2 path blocks and then another andesite slab in the ground. And to finish our path, we're going to start right here and do 8 path blocks in a row. So it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then starting from up here, we're going to come back 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to do 1 there and 1 there. Okay, so grab some acacia fences and lanterns and come over to this corner, and we're going to place 3 fences in the corner like that with a lantern in the middle. Then we're going to skip 3 blocks and place 3 fences in a line with a lantern in the middle. Now come around to this side, and this time we're going to skip 4 blocks and then place our 3 fences with a lantern. Alrighty, let's start putting in the sand for our Zen garden. So we're going to begin right here next to the andesite wall. We're going to place 1 there, then come out on the diagonal and knock out these 4 blocks, and we're going to place sand in all of those. And then starting here, we're going to knock out 7 in total. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and fill in the sand. Okay, now we'll do the next line. So starting right here, we're going to go 1, 2, 3 sand. Then we're going to knock out that block, place a cobblestone slab in the ground, and then we're going to do 5 more sand. Come back to the left hand side, starting right here, we're going to go 1, 2, 3 sand, then once again a cobble slab in the ground, then a cobble slab on top of the ground, and back to 1 in the ground. Then we're going to go 1, 2, 3 sand. And this seems to be the easiest way to do the tutorial, so I'll keep going in lines like this. So once again, we're going to go 1, 2, 3 sand, then we're going to do a cobble slab above the ground, then a block of andesite and another cobble slab, and once again 1, 2, 3 sand. The next line, we're going to start out here, we're going to go 1, 2, 3 sand again, this time an andesite slab in the ground, next to that a cobble slab in the ground, then a cobble slab just sitting on top of the ground, and then 1, 2, 3 sand. And then the next line starts right here. We're going to do 4 sand. Now knock out this block and we're going to place a cobblestone stair from that direction right there. Then we're going to do once again 4 more sand. And then starting here we're going to do 8 sand in a row. And the next line starts right next to that fence, and we are just going to put 8 sand all in a row. Now right here is a little bit different. We're going to do a cobblestone slab, then 3 sand. So the slab's just above the ground, but then here we're going to knock out these 2 blocks. We're going to put an andesite block there and a cobble block there with a cobblestone slab on top of the andesite block. So we can't see the andesite now, but we will be able to see it later. So then we're going to knock out these 2 blocks, sand, sand, and then here we're going to knock out that block, cobblestone block in the ground with a cobblestone slab on top. And to finish off our sand, we are going to knock out those 3 blocks there and place in our sand. Then we're going to knock out those 2, place andesite blocks in there with a cobblestone slab on top of that one. Okay, so the next major feature that we're going to place into our Zen garden is our little pond. And I've just marked this out with lapis blocks to make it a bit easier for me to remember. So you might want to take a screenshot of this and then knock out all those lapis blocks and replace them with water. Okay, now we're going to start framing our pond with some stones. So just on top of this bit of grass here, we're going to place an andesite slab, then knock out that dirt and place an andesite block, and then in the water down the bottom, we're going to place another andesite slab so it is waterlogged. Then we're going to knock out this dirt here, place a cobblestone slab against the top of the block, then knock out this one here and we're going to place an andesite block right there with an andesite slab on top. And then continuing along the bank, we are going to replace that block with an andesite block. Same here, knock out that grass, another andesite block. Now these 2 blocks up here, we're going to put a cobblestone block in place of that one and an andesite block in place of that one. And then for the opposite side of the bank, what we're going to do right here next to our path is place 3 spruce trapdoors in the water and flip them all up, just as a nice little wooden barrier so the path doesn't crumble and fall into our pond. Then I want you to grab a cobblestone slab. We're going to place one on the ground down there, nice and waterlogged, and then an andesite slab there and another andesite slab right there. And then to finish off our stones, right up the very end right here, we're going to replace this block with a cobblestone block and then come on the diagonal, same thing here, break that, cobblestone block, and then we're going to place an andesite block waterlogged down below. Then come up here, we're going to go andesite slab, knock out that block, another slab right there with a slab on top, both andesite, then we're going to knock out that block, cobblestone block with a cobblestone slab on top. Okay, that's all the stones surrounding our pond done, but what we're going to do is we're going to replace this ugly dirt in the bottom of the pond. We're going to replace all of that with sand, and then when you're done, you can drop in a tropical fish. And since we've been doing a lot of stone work, we might as well run around with our stone and finish off the entire garden. So come around to the front right here, we're going to knock out that block there, place a cobble slab in the ground, and then a cobblestone slab on top of the ground right there. Now switching to andesite slabs, we're going to place one there and one there. And looking from the front again, we're going to go all the way up to this corner here, and from this cobblestone slab, we're going to skip 2 blocks, and then knock out those 2 right there. Then we're going to put a cobblestone block in there with a cobble slab on top and an andesite block in there with an andesite slab on top, and then you can knock out those 2 blocks, place leaf blocks in the ground, and then behind these we're going to place 1, 2, 3 leaf blocks right there. Now back to our andesite slab, we're going to place one there, then a cobblestone block, then a cobblestone slab. Then back to oak leaves, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, one there, and one right there. Okay, we just did that corner. Now we're going to swing over here and place some stones in this corner. So right in the corner right there, we're going to put an andesite block with a cobble slab right there and an andesite slab right there. Now knock out this block, andesite slab in the ground, knock out this block, cobblestone block in the ground. Now we're going to skip 2 blocks, knock out that one, andesite slab in the ground with a cobblestone slab right there. Okay, now we're going to place some more oak leaves in this corner right here at the front. So right against the end of this fence, we're going to place 1, 2, 3 oak leaves. Then 1, 2, 3 right there. One there, one on top, and then another one right there. Now we're going to do some flowers, and all throughout this Zen garden, we're using orange and pink tulips. So we'll place an orange one right there, then a pink and another pink down here at the front. Now grab some grass. We're going to go 1, 2 right there, then one there, and one right there. And our final 2 bits of stone to place. We're going to put a cobblestone slab right there, then knock out that block and place an andesite one right there. Okay, now we're going to run around adding some random little details. So over here where our 2 leaf blocks are in the ground, we're going to put a grass right there, and then we're going to go grass here, orange tulip, grass, 2 more grass, and a pink tulip right there. Then we can knock out this grass block, place a coarse dirt right there, and then another grass right there. And then on the opposite side of our path, we are going to do a pink tulip, then grass, then an orange tulip, grass again, and a final grass right there. And then come back to our front gate, and we are going to place an orange tulip right there, and then 1, 2, 3 grass, just like that. Alrighty guys, grab yourself some stone buttons, and we're just going to put a few little pebbles into our Zen garden. So the first one is going to go right there, and then turn around looking from this side. We're going to place another one right there. And then the final 2 stone buttons to place are just over here. So come along to this andesite slab. We're going to skip a block, place a stone button, and then come around here. We're going to count 1, 2 bits of sand, and then place a button on the third. And the very last thing we need to do, guys, is plant some bamboo. Now, when you plant bamboo, you can't just stack bamboo on top of bamboo because it's just straight like that and it looks really boring. You actually want to bone meal it so you get these nice little leafy bits coming out on the sides. So that's what we're going to do, and we're going to place the first one over at the front right here. We're going to place one right there, bone meal it so it's too tall. Then place a bit of string on top so it doesn't grow any more than that. And the next one we're going to place is just over here, and this is going to be 3 tall. So place it there. We're going to go 1, 2 bone meal. Just check it's 3 tall. Sometimes they will grow to 4 tall when you do that, and you can just knock off the top bit. But that is our second bamboo. The next one is all the way over in this corner. So we're going to plant one right there. Bone meal it and place our string on top, so that's 2 blocks tall. Then we're going to make a 4 block tall one right here. So it's already grown. That's 2, 3, 4. Done. And the very final bit of bamboo is just going to be 2 blocks tall, and it goes right here. String on top, and that is your Zen garden 100% complete. And there'll be a world download in the description, guys, so if you prefer, you can just grab that to copy this Zen garden. And let me know if you like this kind of thing, and I can design a few more for you. So thanks for watching. I'm Cortezarino. I'll see you later.